Today's bullet journal flip through and setup is probably going to be pretty short. I'm reaching the end of this particular notebook. I don't have a lot of space left. I'm just going to be doing my time tracker, my lettering, and some space to actually, bullet journal. Got 2 weeks left to fill this puppy up and only a handful of pages left. Looking at this last week, here's my time tracker. If you're gonna look at anything specific, you'll notice that on Friday, I have kids marked from 3 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. I picked kids because we had the kids with us the whole time, but it was because we went to Muse, and probably a good half of that time at least was traffic. It was an amazing concert. I had a fucking blast. If you like Muse and you've seen them live, you know how great of a live show they do. I spent a lot of Saturday sleeping because I hurt myself at the concert. My kidneys were not loving me, so I wound up having to reschedule shit that I had going on that day so I could stay home and rest. And then on Sunday, I spent a good chunk of my day at church and doing other things for church because, churchy shit, got to take care of. I said that there was going to be a lot of church this week, and there is. Like, you can see it on my entire, time tracker shit. Look at habits for this last week. It's pretty sad. You can see here, I didn't get a lot of my shit, like Instagram and things like that, done because of, not feeling good over the weekend. So my habits for that Sunday. Oh, I did get my water in, though. I should probably mark that. My habits for everything, especially Sunday, were pretty shitty. New week, right? New week. We're getting into it. Looking at my doodles for the last week. My fortune cookie I kind of like. Kind of looks a little vagina-like, but whatevs. I like how my hoagie came out. I think my milkshake was phoned in and my dragon was dead. I've drawn better dragons than that before. I just was like, fuck, I don't care. And then for my lettering, I like how this looks, but I hate the sound of the paper kind of crunching whenever I turn the page. So I'm not sure if putting paper in my bullet journal is going to be a thing I do in the future. But looking at this week, one of my favorite ones that I did was probably Rhonda, because I think it was one of the few times I feel like my block or bubble lowercase letters looked pretty good. I was not such a fan of Blanche, though. You can see I sort of ran out of space and then was like, fuck it, I don't care. But that was Saturday, the day I wasn't feeling good, so it's kind of understandable, I guess. So I managed to smush Monday through Friday on this page, and you can see I was putting my weather and my date and stuff on the side, kind of not really staying consistent with it. Scribbled in Muse. Got a lot of shit done this last week, which was great. I didn't do any bullet journaling for Saturday or Sunday, mostly because I wasn't feeling well, and when I finally got to the point on Sunday where I was trying to get shit done, I was too busy doing shit to write anything down. I think what I'm gonna do is here, I am going to put my time tracker, I'll put my lettering here, and then I will start the bullet journaling on this page. So I'm in the part now of this notebook where it's like a line graph, not dot grid, and it's different measurements. So I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different for my time tracker. I already counted out kind of the top for the 14 squares that I need for 7 days with 2 chunks per day. And then to count downwards, bringing it all the way down to here will give it the right amount of space. This may take up more space per square than the dot grid, but if you look up close at these squares, you can see that inside each square is another 4 little tiny squares. So if I wanted to, I could, whoops, just totally drew on the page. Whatever. If I wanted to, I could fill in each individual tiny blob and make it like a tiny tracker, but that's just too small and too much work, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to draw this in and we'll see how this winds up looking. I feel like this grid takes up more space on the page than the other ones do because, yeah, this is way bigger. Like if you can compare, it's way bigger. So this is gonna be a gigantic fucking time tracker. But you know what? That means that it gets rid of the notes page, so the notes section, because I won't have room for that, which I am okay with because we've been struggling. I've been struggling with that and not knowing what to do with it. And then down here, we can put my key in. Part of me doesn't even think I need to put my key in anymore since it's been the same thing for the last month or so, but for completion's sake, I'm gonna fucking do it. But I'm gonna have to fake the squares because I don't have any squares to guide me. Okay though, it's avant-garde. It is existential. That's not even right. It is impressionistic square drawing. These are cubist. I really liked the suggestions from some of you guys about different ways to title my next time tracker. When I start in October, I'm going to have a category for when I'm laying down, like recovering from crappy kidney feelings. I liked a lot of the suggestions. I think one of them was lounging. One of them was recovering or, recharging. So one of those I think I'm going to use as a category. And I can't decide if I want to replace a category or just add a new one. I know that I have the mild liners, the 4th set that's so hard to come by without spending hella money. What I wound up doing was buying just the whole full set when it came with it. And I can either keep those mild liners to use for when I beat these up, or which they actually are pretty beaten up, or use them as a giveaway when I do a big giveaway next month when I finish this bullet journal. So I'm thinking of that. So I don't know whether or not I am going to replace one or add more categories. I do want to try and divide down work more to try and understand a little bit of beyond just the basic categories I have for the work I do, actually have it be a little bit more specific, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I'm still thinking. I do think, because I'm pretty sure in the Scribbles That Matter journal, I'll be able to put my time tracker sideways, that I'm either going to use it to track my pain levels, or I am going to use it to plan out my work schedule for the week, like the days I plan on filming. I have my content planner going up, and I was in the video that goes up today that I'm filming this, so Monday, even though technically you're seeing this on Thursday. I had the Christiane Designs pad to help me figure out what videos I was going to film when during the week and everything else. And I'm thinking I might be able to fit like a little weekly planning type spread on the same page as my time tracker in the Scribbles That Matter journal. I'm not sure though. We'll have to see once I actually get into it, but that is a thought that I am having. It's always fun to have thoughts, right? So I am drawing in my lettering every damn day section here. I am definitely keeping this in October. I'm gonna just do my lettering every damn day in my bullet journal because I feel like it's helped me really stay on top of it. And I think I'll have a little bit more room because, like I said, the pages in that journal are bigger. See if I can make this fit this time, unlike last time where I could not make it fit and I had to cover it up with the paper. So I'm gonna ask a couple questions now while I'm finishing drawing this in, things I'm curious about. Are you liking the weekly bullet journal updates? Do you think that it's getting to be old in times like this where I'm not really changing anything because I'm getting to the end of something? I know that I'm trying really hard to not be the same as all the other bullet journal people out there. Like, I'm trying to be me. And this R is kind of shrimpy, but it still fits, so I'll go with that. If you think that you like these bullet journal updates every week, let me know in the comments, because coming into the new bullet journal, I don't want to keep doing them if you think that it's boring. If you like seeing them every week, then I can continue to do that in the new bullet journal. 18 to 24. My bubble numbers are wildly inconsistent, but that's okay. Okay, that's not everything for today, but that's as much as I'm remembering off the top of my head. That is my setup for the week. My massive time tracker, my every damn day, and then I started my week here. So if I manage to get even to here, then this next week I'm gonna have these 2 spreads, plus I still have a couple spreads left before I hit the blank pages. So we'll see how far I get to it. Are you enjoying these weekly bullet journal videos? Should I reduce it down, or do you like that I'm doing them weekly? I'm really, really worried that once I get into the bigger journal, I'm gonna try and get hella fancy with it, and it's gonna like get me off of this sort of roll that I'm on. Part of me wants to start adding some watercolor maybe to it, or some different colors, but I haven't really found like whether or not I want to do that yet. So if you're interested in seeing me sort of experiment in the next one, you can give me some ideas down below, but I'm trying really hard to not incorporate too much shit that I'm not actually going to use. So it's my theme for this whole thing. That's ramble. I'm so sorry for all the rambling, but that's just kind of where I'm at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.